Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
Device. Okay, will be a DB. So if I say table, okay, and then over here, what will resource identifier? If you know the resource identifier, that's your ARN, you can give that part over here. So DynamoDB table, if it gets created, this event, this rule will trigger. What will it do? Then and what do it will do? You want it to auto remediate? We don't want it to do if any table on DynamoDB gets created. This rule is with the lambda as well. We have to create a lambda first. And what will happen if any DynamoDB table gets created? This rule will trigger, and the lambda which has been written over here, or the ARN of the lambda which has been written over here, that will trigger, and the actions which are written inside a lambda function, that will actually occur and will execute the set of actions on the trigger of this rule. Okay, so that's how you create a custom rule. As of now, it's and then keep that rule over here, right? So that's this will show you a way of writing your own custom rules on on AWS. But over here, sorry. Okay, so over here there's an option, right? You have an option to create a custom rule, but by default also, if you go to rules, by default our you know there are set of rules which has been already written, and there are set of rules which already your config gives you. Okay, so you have a almost 634 rules which has been managed by AWS, and that should come over here. Let me go to dashboard. It's still working to find out the resources, and when we click on add rules, ideally it should show us all the rules. Okay, but all the managed AWS managed rules you'll see over here. That set of all AWS managed rules. It's sorry, 161 is there. Completely 161 rule is there. Sorry, I told you once 634. No, 161 rules are there, and these 160 rule over here can give you the stuff. Like for example, if I wanted to create only for S3, so S3 public, you can look for those particular rules. So S3 account level public access block. Okay, so checks whether the required public access block settings are configured from account level. The rule is non-compliant when the public access block settings are not maintained. So if you click on that, just click on that, and it will automatically create that rule name, and it will tell you what that rule name is going to do. Resources, any resources, and if there is an account public access block event occurs on S3, then what will happen? It's going to ignore ICL and all that stuff. Okay, and then it's going to remediate. Okay, if you wanted to do a remediation, you click on auto remediation. That means if anyone try to make your bucket public, it will automatically become private. Okay, that will taken care by this particular rule. Config is again a chargeable service, but it charges you on the number of rules you have created, on the basis of number of rules you have created. Okay, so one rule will cost you around $0.025. You can see the price. I'll give you the price link where you can see all the prices. But config is a very important module when you're working in a security operations and you wanted to do a remediation on some events, right? Like in case open, as I said, I wanted to open someone open my bucket publicly and I wanted to make it private automatically. Then such type of rules I can config um, module. Okay, and then we in the rules we have two type of rules in config. One is a is a complete rule set of rules which can be managed by AWS, and there are 161. One with which you can configure your own, you can write your own Lambda function, and trigger that Lambda function on the basis of events, and then you can work around it. Okay, and then you can do a remediation actions on your Lambda function. To do this engineering, you need to know a little bit about code. You have to be very good on writing the um, one language you have to be good at, because that's how you're going to do a set of actions. So if you know Python, that's great. If you know Java, that's great too. So any of the language, Java, C Sharp, Python, PHP, not yeah, there's Lambda doesn't support PHP yet, right? It's any other language you have, you can use. There are a set of languages which Lambda supports. We'll see that when we talk about serverless infrastructure. Then I'll show you the set of languages it supports. It supports Node.js as well. So, so the thing over here is config is basically a very important service. When you work as a security engineer, you wanted to do the remediation on a set of actions, or you wanted to alert yourself on a set of actions. Then those set of actions, those set of events you can capture through AWS config, and can perform and can trigger your AWS Lambda functions. Or there are some rules which are a compliance rules or a non-compliance rules, which has been a standard written by CIS and PCI DCS and ISO 27001. So we have different standards which are there into a rules, and they have created a rule standard. So make sure if you use all 161, because as I said, config is going to cost you on the basis of the set of rules you write. So if you use all of that, it will be more costly. So with your organization, check what all compliance you need on your AWS account. Then you can write a rule on that. Over here, you see that now you see over on the config dashboard, you see the complete resources details. It says that complete config can also act as a resource inventory things, right? Which I explained you in a very few minutes, right? I told you that config can be used as a resource inventory, and this is what it is. Resource inventory means it gives you the complete resources which is being used inside your region. So right now you have 79 resources. 17 are security group, 13 are subnets, 8 are route tables, 7 S3 buckets you own. You have 6 KMS key. You have 5 EC2 network interface. You have 4 EC2 network, internet gateway. You have 4 EC2 VPC. You have network ACL4, and so on. So you can see the complete inventory, like 79 resources has been currently in use. So suppose if you wanted to see that how many resources are there in your current account, which is giving you a bill on. So you'll see that particular part from config dashboard as well. Apart from that, you can also write a set of rules which can make sure that your desired configuration is being maintained in your account with a set of compliance rules, which is a standard, which follows the standard of PCI DCS and CIS, and other standards are there. So you have a 161 managed config rules, but if you think that your organization need a specific configuration that should be allowed, you can write your own custom rules as well.
Hey viewers, our Master in DevOps engineering program can help you to hone the skills necessary to succeed in high-level DevOps positions. So, what are you waiting for? Enroll now and earn certification that show you are keeping pace with today's technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Okay, so that is a service of AWS config. All right, which is again a monitoring service, or kind of you can think of as a recording camera or a eye which keeps an eye on all the services, and then can help you out to follow the desired configuration, or can make sure that your resources follows the desired configuration with the set of rules which you write. Okay, we'll take a pause again over here and we'll wait for your questions. If you have any related to config and CloudTrail, you can shoot it now. If not, we'll move to the IP address which I have sent it on the chat box. Okay, a silence in the crowd stands for no questions. All right, so I'll take you to the IP then. Okay, the pen testers in the house. Do you get anything from the IP addresses? Do you get any information? The IP address
Yeah, yeah,
DevOps.
Vasant.
What information you got?
So first, I have pinged it. So there I got a EC2 instance. So it is hosted on Amazon. I confirmed, right? And from
Okay.
there, so I went through the Google and I got the what is the exact scenario, yeah, and what is the main loophole and what is what. So from there, meta information I got. So some meta information there we got a access key and secret key and a token. So here we can use token also to
Mm-hmm.
configure the AWS client. So from there I'm doing now currently.
Great, great, great. So Manikanda, can you I'll make you a presenter, and can you let the crowd know what
One
you
minute,
did so far?
1 minute. I'll join to my lab.
Can oh okay, okay.
Yeah.
Apart from Manikanta, any other people on the on the list have got anything with the IP address?
Yeah. Person, can you make me a presenter? Jayanti Manikanta lab.
Okay, Jayanti Manikanta lab. Okay, hold on. You are a presenter now.
Yeah, I'm sharing now. So first, which you have shared this IP address. 1 minute. Yeah. So this IP address you have shared. So I went through the command line and I just pinged it together to confirm whether it is hosted in uh, Amazon or not. So that time I didn't get. Why? Because is Amazon we can't able to ping. So what I done, trace cert I had done. So in trace cert, I got a EC2 instance address. See here, so we are able to see here Amazon. It's stored in Amazon cloud. So once I got this EC2 instance, I tried to browse it, but I'm not able to get anything here. So here I'm not get anything. So again I tried curl. Yes, very quiet. So here I got this some message in like this is a configured to the proxy request to the EC2 metadata service. Please modify your request host header and try again. So this I got some proxy. So I tried some proxy, some other thing. But what happened? I didn't get. So I tried to Google it. Whatever the error came. I tried to Google it. So that time I got these things and Rhino Lab and which you are using the Cloud Code, I think so. So that it's shown here the proxy. If it is proxy server is whatever you are redirecting is 162 the metadata default one. 1 minute. Yeah. So this is the 169.254. 169.254 is the metadata service which will provide the Sony. So here what will happen? What happening? So we can through this host and we are browsing this and we are able to, we are bypassing the rule in the reverse proxy actually. So as if I see here,
Hey viewers, are you looking for formal training on SRE practices? Take our SRE program. This course will teach you how to successfully implement site reliability engineering in the modern day 24/7 services. Kickstart your SRE training today. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
yeah. So if host not equal to this and return 400 and proxy pass to this location if the redirection is possible. So I went through the some of the couple of things. So some of the things it is showing config saturation and everything. So I just tried to this 169.254 by so I tried this, but that time it not happened. So when I tried in this way, I get it like curl HTTP and the IP address and host need to be that 169.254.169.254, which is belongs to the Amazon. So later by searching, I got to know those. So we can get the metadata. So through metadata, we got the one you some profile. I think I think so. So through this profile, I got the yeah. So access ID and a secret access key and token. So from token, what I can do, I'm searching and some of the blogs they said using token also we can run the client AWS using a secret access key and a token. So up to this, I'm here.
Great, Manikanda. That's great. You have been achieved a bit more. I'll take you from there. What you can do next, okay? So for the others, what
Sure.
Manikanda has done is he has walked you through that what he has done so far. First of all, as I said, it is a reverse proxy, and I gave you the article yesterday on the chat box, but I know you didn't get a chance to have a look upon. So see, I'll tell you what instance metadata is and why. First of all, as I said and I explained yesterday as well, the scenario assumes that an attacker have reached an IP address, which I have given you on the chat box. After some reconnaissance, what Manikanda has done, he figured out that there is a service on port 80 of the IP address, which is acting as a reverse proxy
Yeah.
server. Okay, and that what Manikanda discovered, that there's a service on 80 while using a curl. He discovered that there's a service running on 80, which is using a reverse proxy. Okay, so with the again with this little bit research, he did discover that we can have a you know if it's a reverse proxy, we use a in a curl you can use a header, right? With the particular header of an IP address. Okay, so that particular IP address which you mentioned in the header, Reverse proxy will take you to the actual actual area where you have to traverse, or where what actions you have to look for. Okay, so that's what Manikanta has done. With 80 port, he used the IP address called 169.254, 169.254, right? This is an IP address of local address, which is a valid local address, and it will remain always like 169.254, 169.254. It will be always for all the EC2 instances if you have instance metadata configured. Okay, I'll show you how and when we configure the instance metadata when we'll create an EC2 instance. So when we create an EC2 instance, there is an option by default that's get automatically checked. Okay, by default it will be checked item, where what will happen, instance metadata is configured. Okay, or by default when you create EC2 instance, your instance data metadata is configured. What instance metadata do is, instance data metadata allows users to create or run their operating system or any commands. Okay, you can run your all any commands when you create an EC2 instance. Let's say you wanted to spin up an EC2 instance, but you want a set of commands to run before the OS gets or the EC2 instance gets up, right? For example, you want this EC2 instance where you wanted to install SQL by default. So you will write some set of commands. So instance metadata allows user to write a set of commands which will be execute while you spin up an EC2 instance. Okay, so which has been by default turned on for all the machine. Okay, so proxy server is there, but one more thing is that the instance metadata is by default enabled and user did not have disabled that. And if instance metadata is available, and what is instance metadata? I'll tell you, instance metadata is data about your instance that you can use to configure your manage or configure or manage the running instance. So instance metadata can be accessed with an IP address, which is 169.254, 169.254. Okay, which is a linked local address and is valid for all the instances. Okay, so I give you that document yesterday where you can see much more about what instance metadata is. But if you wanted to grab the information about instance any of your EC2 instances, what information related to that, you can grab it with this particular IP address. Okay, so yeah, so with that thing, Manikanta has got access of, and he got us a results saying that okay, these are the set of these are the set of actions which you can, these are the set of uh, these are the set of information you can have. Okay, so that's what he got us, the access key and secret key, and the token, right? And now he will be using this token to get much more information. So Manikanda, can you share your screen again, and I'll take you from there with some set of commands. Yes, okay, over here Manikanda wrote that, oh, if you see the curl command on the top, Manikanda has written curl minus s http 54, that's an IP address, latest metadata. First he dumped the metadata, and then from the metadata he dumped that there is an IAM, there is a security credentials. So he said latest metadata, and then he, from the latest metadata, he said go to IAM, and from the IAM go to security credentials with this as a local host. Okay, he's saying that okay, you are on port 80, I am I'm the local host, so give me the security credentials. And when he said that, he gave the security credential of access key and secret key has been popped up, and he got this information of token and token information and security credentials, right? So what else he can do on this, like he is able to grab security credentials. So do you get the username also? Oh yeah, you got the username. He has a username also, IAM security credential. You see that on the top, security credentials, he got the role name, and then with the role name he got the access key and secret key. Great, great. What he can do with these things is, now he can Manikanda, you can configure a profile named as whatever you want in AWS CLI. Okay, but do run the command again, because your token is going to refresh after some particular period of time. So just run this command again, the above one, curl minus as the role and the information. Yeah, this information, just run it again.
Hey viewers, trying to get into DevSecOps? Enroll for our DevSecOps certified professional programs and earn the certification that shows you are fit for these technical roles and requirements. Contact info is mentioned in the video sidebars and in the description box. Book your seats for the upcoming batches now.
Okay, so to get a latest token, because that token is been completely required again because it's refresh after a particular period of time. So we need that token, yes. So now you have to configure AWS CLI, Manikanda, now you have an access key and secret key, but you also have to configure the token part as well. Okay, so configure, right, AWS configure minus minus profile, whatever profile you wanted to configure it, or what you is, yeah, you can configure actually, like, right, AWS configure minus minus profile and configure the profile with the access key and secret key which you have. Right, the access key and secret key. Yeah, it's actually, that's why I don't like Windows, because we don't know where the location goes on and mentions. Yeah, your access key, secret key, and session token.
Yeah, Vasant, it is configured, I think so.
Okay, so once it's configured, you can use this profile um, to check for no, to check for what actions you have. So I think for now, to make it easy and save the time, you can just write AWS S3LS and then your profile.
Okay. Provide a region name code success does not match support.
Get a region name to US East 1. So you can write the same profile and then space region name equals to US East 1 directly.
Okay. Region name directly I can write here.
Right, you can write region underscore name equals to US East 1. Yeah, you can write region underscore name
Okay.
equals US East 1.
Equals to I need to put.
Yeah, double quotes US East 1.
East 1. Correct.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay, go back to your profile and write this region name equals to US East 1.
Here.
Yeah.
Same error.
So not sure for this. That's why I don't like Windows. Okay, let me take it from here.
Sure.
Thanks for watching. Want to study further? Join our training programs today.